That's leadership. That's the ability to prove to others that you have the wherewithal and the smarts to be able to excel, that they can trust you and refer people to you and work with you, which all comes back to your fundamental and one of the most important factors of any kind of graduate program, which is your reputation. That is such an important critical factor, is the reputation you have. If you're seen as flaky, as opportunistic, as someone who's non-dependable, that reputation will carry with you for the rest of your life as it pertains to those people in that law school and those people's friends in that law school who may ask you or may ask them to vouch for you. All right? So your reputation and so forth is critical. So you do want to be taking activities that really showcase your leadership, your ability to go the distance, your ability to work well with others, and that will build your network and your community and people to go to bat for you. And that's very, very important. So when I was in law school, one of the things I did was I started a journal on campus for an area of law that didn't really exist. Another friend of mine did exactly the same thing. I'll use this example as well. I love it. Is that he was at Harvard Law. He loved sports in the law. He didn't find any journals or anybody doing anything in that area. He literally created a journal called the Harvard Journal, I think, of Sports Law. And that helped him get a job with a top sports team as their in-house counsel. So he designed his experience around that opportunity that didn't exist. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this in the next point. And that point is, if you know what you want to do, intellectual property, tax law, criminal justice, immigration law, corporate law, transaction law, whatever it is, if you know your area of law that you want to practice in, a classic one also arbitration, international law, is that you want to design your law school experience around that area of law. And what does that mean? That means take classes, buddy up with professors, get mentors that know their area well, work every summer at a job in that area, work on a journal that focuses on that area, or create a journal like my friend did with sports law in that area. Basically just build that experience, your law school experience around, and maximize the law school experience around that job that you want to have. If you're fortunate enough to know what area of law. I didn't, so I couldn't do that. But this is advice I don't just give to people who are going to law school. This is advice I give people going to graduate school. When I went to the Kennedy School at Harvard, I went in there thinking I knew what I wanted to do, and very shortly thereafter decided I didn't want to do that anymore. And unfortunately, because I didn't know what I wanted to do, I couldn't shape my law school, graduate school experience around that. Had I known what I wanted, I would have maximized it by getting to know the professors, the students, people who are like-minded, joined the organizations, found the mentors, found even funding opportunities, incubated the idea, could have done all kinds of things, but I didn't know. So if you do know what you want to do in law school and what you want to do after law school, by all means, create the experience of law school around that. And what you could do now to prep for that is really think through all the different areas of law and what one really kind of captures you, and then building your law school experience around that.
Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.